Phil Matier and I asked former San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown how many Democratic presidential candidates does it take to launch a convention.
It's the biggest convention, frankly, we've had of the state party. As a matter of fact, in my memory, it's probably the first one we've had in San Francisco. We had the National here in '84, but we don't really have conventions here. Our hotel rooms are too expensive, and so, or some other reason we don't have them here. But this is a good one. I mean, we are packed with superstars. There are more police escorted, protected individuals moving around the city. As a matter of fact, you would think there were more than 14 because 3 or 4 of my friends are just driving around doing the same thing as if they're candidates.
Well, also, it's interesting because 2 things. Number one, California is going to have another convention in November, right? So there's actually another convention between now and the primary election next year. And also, the Democratic Party, as you know, doesn't endorse presidential candidates in the presidential primary. So what are you going to get aside from media coverage?
Does this show that California is open?
We are a show state, and keep in mind, this time we count. The fact that we're going to be part of the Super Tuesday activities next spring, it gives us prime time, and the money you thought you were going to be able to take out, you're going to have to bring some in if you intend to really be a candidate. I'm suspecting, however, though, that some of the people that are here this weekend, it'll be the last time they're here.
Question, is it smart for the Democrats to play to a California audience? This is an activist audience of Democratic insiders. They're stoned to the left of the rest of the nation. How does that put candidates? Whatever you say here is going to be taped forever.
That's true, and you may see some talking sort of over who is in the room to people at home. Particularly someone like Amy Klobuchar, who's a little bit more moderate, thinking that her real audience is out there, not in the room. And remember, all you have to do is get at least 15% of the vote in a congressional district to get a delegate. It really encourages lots of people to get in there and try to get even just a handful.
And keep in mind, the next stop is Miami, the latter part of June, when there'll be the first debate. And you can see it now. I wonder if Biden knows.
You know, we've often talked about in this crowded field, people competing for attention and for oxygen. Who surprised you? Who do you think could be kind of a sleeper at this moment?
Well, I'll tell you, she's not a sleeper, but I think she's got lots of room to grow, and that's Elizabeth Warren. She got a huge...
I got a plan for that.
Yeah, she did. And she got a huge reception yesterday. It was equal to Kamala Harris, hometown hero here, and Elizabeth Warren came in, and absolutely the crowd loved it. She had great applause lines throughout, and I think that right now she's sort of in the middle pack, but I think she might be someone who's moving up, someone that really could take the opportunity to raise her profile. It was really, the press, we all talk among ourselves, and we all just sort of looked at each other and went, wow, that was really impressive. And yesterday, a number of people yelled out, impeach, while Speaker Pelosi spoke about the Mueller report. So it's clear some Democrats really want to start that process. Phil Matier and I asked former San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown, where do Democrats take it from here?
They will be very smart, I hope, and I hope they will walk the line of an extended review and testimony from everybody that he has already had testify.
In other words, do it all over again?
All over again. Walk them through. Because you understand, Phil, the public has no idea what's in that 448-page report. Nobody has read that report, probably including Mueller. And so you really do need to educate the public. You need to get the public up to where Democrats got the public for Nixon.
Do you think they're going to be able to do that, Melissa? I mean, is the draw going to continue on? You cover politics.
But for people who don't want to read a 450-page report, watching, thousands of hours of congressional hearings is probably not up their alley either. It seems to me at some point like it's a stall. Like, let's just push this far enough so that we're close enough to the 2020 election to take impeachment off the table altogether.
Well, wait, just a second. You don't want to take it off the table.
Well, no, don't take it off.
Are you kidding me?
No, but you get close enough to the election,
you do in Vegas? I mean, you got to keep pushing the chips. Don't go all in. That's the difference. Don't go all in. And that's what Nancy is trying her best to get her colleagues to understand. If you're going to play the game, you got to Know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. Isn't that what the song says?
We did actually sing the song as soon as the camera stopped rolling.
So I saw an interview this week with a woman who was attending a congressional town hall in a Republican district and basically acknowledged that she listened to basically conservative radio and television, said she had not heard before Mueller spoke that there was anything negative. She was under the belief that the president had been completely cleared, exonerated. So isn't the challenge communicating those facts to people that perhaps are tuning in to places where they don't hear them?
Well, so the Attorney General did say, even though Mueller did not make a determination on obstruction, I have. And I, with Rod Rosenstein, decided that this does not constitute obstruction. So it's not inaccurate to say that the Justice Department found no obstruction. And so that's, of course, what people are hearing. But yeah, of course, there's so much work that has to be done there. And even at this convention, for example, last night, Maxine Waters and Adam Schiff spoke at the sort of, keynote speaking dinner. And Maxine Waters got the whole crowd riled and got them all excited about impeachment. And then Adam Schiff got up and said, no, let's vote in a new person in 2020. And that also got huge applause. So I think even Democrats are really of two minds right now that we're seeing here at the convention.